By the way, that's Eva Snowglass over there on that table. If you guys want to go get her autograph, pretty sort of.
Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel.
We're just gonna ignore the girl that just ruined my intro. It's been like my 6th time filming it. I'm done.
But today I'm sick. I'm getting over it, so I'm feeling better. But I still don't feel like filming a whole entire video. So I decided to do something
Very risky.
because I don't know how good the footage is. I dug into the old files because what happens is videos pile up that I don't want to edit. So then they just get stored. And I found one, it was like a dressage clinic from like February 20th. Sorry, I had to count my dates there.
I'm not smart.
So it was a clinic hosted by the Dressage Garden from February 20th. And the instructor was healthy and she was teaching us her club's meter system and circles like that they do in their club. She's in Terrific Tigers, and I've been wanting to learn the circles and their meter system for a while, so I went to one of her clinics. Super helpful. It was a long clinic, and I'm trying to make this as short as possible. I do suggest watching it all. It was like an hour and a half, but it was like I wanted to keep in everything, so I tried to make this as short as possible. But I don't think she's an instructor anymore, but I like the Dressage Garden and Terrific Tigers, and if she has an Instagram, plug that down there too. So all the important info will be down in the description. I love the Dressage Garden's clinics, but I need to stop talking or else it's gonna make a longer video, so just enjoy the vid.
Okay, we're gonna get started shortly. Make sure you have your riding and your swiftness stats added up, because I will be making the line based off of that. So when you're trotting, I ask that you use OT or boss gaps. So you want your horse's nose to be touching the back of the saddle in front of you. I won't be commanding a lot of sets, if any, but when I do, I will say the set twice and then I will say go. I do not use pre. I know some commanders do. Okay, and then I want you to cut the center line at C. Cut the center line at C. I'm going to command some multi-transitional gate curls or just transition curls or whatever. I don't know why I made it sound so complicated. Fate left set, go. Hopefully you all can see these like really bright wavy lines along the arena line. I'm currently running along one. If I go along another one, and then if I do a canter curl over, you can see I'm along another like really bright wavy line. So if you look, there are 8 wavy lines and there are 9 spaces between each wavy line. These spaces are called quadrants. So I will start back over here. In each quadrant, it has like the space of a canter curl, if that makes sense. So if I do a canter curl, this is 1, or curl over, this is 2, and 3, and 4, 5, anyone can count, 6, and 7, and 8. So there are 8 wavy lines that run horizontally along the arena. And again, there are 9 spaces between each wavy line. Because there are 9, this makes the arena a little bit uneven, so we cut off the 9th quadrants using table spacings. So if you see this line right here that is closest to B, you want to walk on like the dark side of it, if that makes sense, or between the dots that run alongside it, and the line, if that makes sense. So Indigo, if you want, trot set, go, and then I want you to go right at the wall. And with table spacings, this cuts the arena down to 8 quadrants instead of 9. And this makes the arena more even, so our shapes aren't wonky, if that makes sense. So the arena is mirrored, so what is on one side is on the other side. So since there are 8 quadrants, and what is on one side is on the other side, that means if there are 4 quadrants on the E side, 1, 2, and 3, and 4, that means that there are going to be 4 quadrants on the other side if we use table spacing. So the space between each quadrant is 2.5 meters. So from where Indigo is standing to this quadrant line over here, this is 2.5 meters, okay? Does anyone know how big this is? Yes, 5. So that said, there are 8 quadrants. I don't like math. So I'm just going to come over here. So if there are 4 quadrants on one side, how many meters is that? And it's just 5 times 2. Yes, 10. So if I come over here, this is 2.5, and this is 5 meters, and then this is 7.5 meters, which is 3 quadrants, and then 4 quadrants would be 10 meters, okay? So again, the arena is mirrored, meaning what is on one side is on the other side. So if 4 quadrants or half of the arena is 10, how many quadrants would 8 meters be? 8 quadrants be? How many? Okay, I'm sorry, I don't know English. Yes, it would be 20 meters. Thank you. If you all see this line right here, yes, a great time. It runs vertically from E to B. It is a dotted line. I'm going to turn around and cut along it again. So this is what we call the midline. It runs vertically from E to B. It is a dotted line, okay? So Indigo, I'm sorry, trot set, go. And then I want you to cut the E line. It's going to be a little bit sharp, yeah. And I want you to halt along the midline for me. So this is the midline. It is a dotted line, okay? If you look to your left or right, you will see other dotted lines running parallel to it on either side, okay? I'm currently running a long one. If you guys want, you can back up or come with me. It doesn't really matter. Just remember your line order, please. So this is another dotted line, and as you can see, it is a single dotted line away from the midline, okay? You all are on the midline, and this dotted line right here is, well, a single dotted line away from the midline, okay? So this dotted line has a name. It is called 5 meters, okay? Now, keep in mind that each quadrant has 2.5 meters. The space between the dotted lines is also a quadrant, so a quadrant can run vertically or horizontally. But again, they have 2.5 meters, between them. So do not let the name 5 meter confuse you, okay? Now, if we do a single canter curl over, this is called the 10 meters, okay? We call these 10 meters because they are used to make 10 meter shapes, such as the 10 meter circle or a half moon. Don't get distracted by the half moons and names and stuff. We'll get into that later, okay? So since this is 2 dots away from the midline, this is a 10 meter line, okay? So if I did another canter curl over right here, this is the 15 meters. Doesn't really canter curl over. This is the 15 meters. As you can see, it is 3 dots or 3 dotted lines away from the midline. So 3 times 5 is 15. So this is the 15 meter, okay? And then another canter curl over. This is the 20 meters right here, and these are used to make the big circle using table spacings, which is the 20 meter, okay? And of course, on either side of the 20 meters, well, I guess on the outside of the 20 meters is the what we call the outer dots. We don't really use them as much because we try to keep the arena 20 by 20, if that makes sense. So 20 quadrants going horizontally and vertically. I need to ignore this person. Oh yeah.
By the way, that's Eva Snowglass over there on that table. If you guys want to go get her autograph, I'm kidding, sort of.
One way to spot the 15 meters is they are aligned with the east side beams. So if you look, I'm along the 15 meter and it runs right into this really brown beam right here. And the other one is also over here, close to K. So as you can see, the 15 meters aligned with the beams on the east side wall, okay? Okay, now that we got that all out of the way, we can finally start the shapes. It's easier to learn them off the wall before throwing you right in the center of the arena, but towards the end, we will get to that. So again, a single quadrant is worth 2.5 meters, and 2 quadrants is worth 5 meters. So, where I'm standing is 5 quadrants, or 5 meters off the E wall, also 2 quadrants. So from here, as you can probably see, I'm standing on the 5 meter line, okay? So, if you can kind of connect the dots, you can see that this is a 5 meter circle off of the wall, okay? And again, you notice that you are using the 5-meter dotting lines, right? Okay, so if you kind of see from E to me to the quarter line or the second wavy line off the wall, back to Athena, back to E, yeah, you can see it kind of makes like a square. So when you are making a circle, you kind of want to envision a square, I guess, and you know, just like trot the circle within the square.
Yeah, I'm great at teaching, okay?
Okay, so when you are trotting, you want to trot from E to me to the wavy line, which are 2 wavy lines off the wall, to Athena, and then back to E, okay? But when you are doing this, I will just show you guys real fast. When you're doing this, you want to be tapping your key repeatedly, but you want to have like an even tapping speed to make sure your circle is even, if that makes sense. So if you watch me, I am tapping off E, and I'm gonna halt just to show you. But when you get to your points, you want to be pretty much straight, okay? And your points are where the 5-meter lines and this wavy line right here intersect, okay? So from here, I'm going to go over here. As you can see, I'm straight, and then over here, I'm going over here, and then I'm straight again, and then back to the wall, okay? So, we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this as a full line, and then I'll let you guys do it individually. So. I am sorry, Hannah. Okay, so trot set, go, and then do a 5-meter off the wall at E. Perfect. Yes, you want to be keeping an even tapping speed. Yeah, make sure you're tapping a little bit more through that second curve. Hannah, I noticed you're a bit flat. Make sure you're coming all the way to that wavy line on the wall. You don't want to run directly into the wall, but you kind of want to come to that wavy line that is like right next to E. Yep, so do a bear belt, come back onto the wall. Nice, and then go into the 5-meter in the other direction. Okay, cool. And then I'm going to step off my point, and Indigo, I ask that you also step off your point. You can hop in the back of the line if you want. But just try to remember dot, wavy line, okay? After your bear belt, I want you to go into a curl over or a stem. So I want you to curl over and then curl over into the back of the line. I will command it, don't worry about it. Okay, so stem sets for Hannah, go. So you just want to curl over and then curl over to the back of the line again. Okay, now Rachel, I want you to go ahead and do this. Okay, pretty good. Nice. Then curve back down to me. Yeah. Okay, nice. Okay, okay, so everyone come over here. You can stop now. So everyone come back to the midline, right where I am standing. So where I am standing is what my club has called. We call it the true X. I'm not going to say it's wrong, but depending how you use the arena, some clubs will call this dot right here X. But since we use a quadrants, we call where the midline and this wavy line right here intersect. So currently I am like completely aligned with B and E. And if I were to do a quarter pivot, I am aligned with C and A now. Okay, so this is what we consider X. So again, from where I am to where Indigo is 2.5 quadrants, and then over here is 2.5 quadrants, and 2.5 meters. Why am I saying quadrants? Oh my god. So this right here would be 5 meters, okay? So and then over here, again, since quadrants run vertically as well, from where I am to where Indigo is 2.5 quadrants. You can also notice 2.5 meters. I'm sorry. You also notice that I'm on the 5 meter again, and then over here at the other 5 meter, there is another 2.5 meters between me and Indigo. Okay. So we use these points to make a 5 meter around X, and I'll canter it just to show you. So this is a 5 meter around X, or just a 5 meter in the middle of the arena, I guess. So again, X is where I'm standing. So for those who are not on a point, you can see that we are 2 quadrants away from X. So me and Hannah are 2 quadrants away from X running horizontally, and Athena and Skylar are 2 quadrants away from X running vertically. Yep, okay. Now you can go hop back in line. And Skylar, if you want, you can go ahead and start trotting where you're standing. So first you want to come to me. Oh, that's great. Okay, and then you want to go through Indigo, and then you want to come to me. Oh, of course. And then back to here. And then when Skylar Fallsmith finishes, Skylar Strongmoon, you can go ahead. And then, so over here, as you can see, this is 4 quadrants, okay? So between me and Indigo is 4 quadrants. And each quadrant makes 2.5 meters. So from here, again, it's 2.5, and then 5, and then 7.5, and then this is 10, okay? And then she's going to come to 2 wavy lines away from X. To 2 dotting lines away from X. Indigo, come on now. 2 dotting lines away from X. And then 2 wavy lines away from X. So I want you to halt at E. So walk 3 to 5 steps before E, and then halt, and you all can walk up into T. Definitely 3 to 5 steps. That has, yeah. Okay, so we've gone over the. Good job. So we've gone over the 5 meter and the 10 meter off the wall, and at X. There is also the 15 meter circle and the 20 meter circle, but those require a bit more practice. So yeah, I do give private lessons if you guys want any further additional help on circles. I also have a diagram that my club uses that shows the measurements of each circles and the points of them. Again, this method was created by Alyssa Sleepypie. All credit goes to her. Yes, I hope you all have a good rest of your day. DM me with any questions you may have, or if you want the diagram of the circles and everything. Okay, goodbye everyone. Thank you for coming.